Royal delight, Beatrice beams with joy as she weds Eduardo in ceremony with Queen. Princess Beatrice couldn't contain her joy as she finally got her fairy tale wedding. With a difference. With none of the pomp and circumstance of a typical royal wedding, the Queen's granddaughter and Eduardo Maplimozzi tied the knot at a secret ceremony surrounded by their closest family members. Beatrice, 31, and Eduardo, 37, known as Edo, had initially planned a much grander affair in London in May, but lockdown meant it had to be cancelled and their big day scaled back. But delightful pictures released yesterday, a day after the surprise wedding, showed that restrictions limiting guests to no more than 30 failed to dampen the happy occasion. Adhering to government guidelines, the Queen, 94, and the Duke of Edinburgh, 99, sat apart from the other guests, the couple's parents and siblings, who also maintained their distance inside the Royal Chapel of All Saints, in the Queen's Windsor estate. Guests on the bride's side were limited to Sarah, Duchess of York, and Beatrice's younger sister Princess Eugenie, 30. Proud father Prince Andrew gave his daughter away, walking her down the aisle as she carried a bouquet arranged by Windsor florist Martin Crossley. As is royal tradition, the bride's bouquet was later placed on the tomb of the unknown warrior inside Westminster Abbey. But even that was done with a twist, as Westminster's relevant Anthony Ball was helped by young Toby Wright, son of the relevant Paul Wright, from the Chapel Royal. Meanwhile, Edo's 4-year-old son Christopher from a previous relationship, nicknamed Wolfie, was Edo's mini best man and pageboy, as Beatrice became the first blood princess, born into her title, to be a stepmother. Attending the wedding on the groom's side were the millionaire property developer's mother Nikki Williams Ellis, who was thought to have been accompanied by his stepdad, older sister and half-brother. It was not known if Edo's father, Nikki's first husband, Olympic skier Count Alex Maplimozzi, attended. The service included two of the couple's favorite poems, Sonnet 116 by William Shakespeare and I Carry Your Heart With Me by E. Cummings, read by their mothers. The relevant Canon Martin Pole helped Reverend Wright to officiate. The biblical reading was St. Paul's first letter to the Corinthians 13, and prayers were said. Because of the COVID-19 ban on singing in places of worship, no hymns were sung and instead a selection of music was played. The couple also exchanged rings. Beatrice's was designed by Sean Lean, whose firm has collaborated with Alexander McQueen and Damien Hirst. Edo's was a vintage gold band designed by Josh Collins, of Royal Jewelers. G. Collins and Sons. The happy couple, who were photographed as they left the chapel in glorious sunshine, had been longtime family friends and got engaged last September after an 11-month whirlwind romance. They had initially planned a grand wedding with 150 guests in the Chapel Royal at St. James's Palace in London on May 29, followed by a lavish reception in the gardens of Buckingham Palace. But after lockdown was introduced, they are thought to have chosen the chapel as it was just a 3-mile drive from where Beatrice's grandparents are self-isolating in Windsor Castle and opted for a date before the Queen's annual trip to Balmoral. The chapel in the grounds of her parents' home Royal Lodge also seats 180 people, making it ideal to maintain social distancing. Currently, receptions can only be attended by 6 guests, so the couple's get-together was postponed to a future date when they can share their union with extended family and friends, including celebrities such as singer Ellie Goulding, models Karlie Kloss and actress Cressida Ibanez. In a statement, Buckingham Palace said the Queen had given her permission for the couple to marry at All Saints Chapel. It said, the couple decided to hold a small, private ceremony with their parents and siblings following the postponement of their wedding in May. Working within government guidelines, the service was in keeping with the unique circumstances while enabling them to celebrate their wedding with their closest family. Just hours after the nuptials, the Queen attended the investiture of Captain Tom Moore, who received his knighthood at Windsor on Friday. The Queen, who has now watched 6 of her 8 grandchildren wed, is said to have shared her joy of attending the wedding, telling Sir Tom that the occasion had been very nice. But yesterday Sir Tom, 100, who raised more than £33 million for the NHS, was coy about what was said between them. He said, "The Queen and I had a little private conversation and that will stay between the two of us for all time."